Good afternoon, everybody. This is Nancy and Nehemiah again with some Z questions or Generation Z questions. And so today we have one important question. What is it?
Why was Pharaoh punished if God hardened his heart?
All right. So it does say that God hardened Pharaoh's heart in the Bible. So if we look at Exodus chapter 7, so the Lord said to Moses, "See, I have made you as God to Pharaoh, and Aaron, your brother, shall be your prophet. You shall speak all that I command you, and Aaron, your brother, shall tell Pharaoh to send the children of Israel out of his land. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. But Pharaoh will not heed you, so that I may lay my hand on Egypt and bring my armies and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgments. And the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord when I stretch out my hand on Egypt and being out the children of Israel from among them." So that is Exodus chapter 7, 1 through 5. And he says clearly that God will harden his heart. But he wanted to show his wonders. And so by showing his wonders, why would he be punished if he was pretty much in God's path, in God's purpose, right? So what do you think?
Well, it also sounds like he's saying that he wants to also punish Egypt for all the slavery that they have been giving his people, plus show them his strength and power so that they may know him.
That
and
so
that some of them have a chance.
Okay, so why use Pharaoh in hardening his heart just to show his power? He could have shown it anyway.
To, like the Egyptians was like a god. And some of
but he could have punished them as soon as Moses got there and show the rod and do all the wonders. Well, why hardening his heart? Yeah. It would have taken not that long to be like, hey, let my people go, and he let them go, and then God wouldn't be able to show anything, show the great power. But at the same time, why harden his heart to the point of punish them all? And I know he wanted to show his power, but why that route? Any other thought?
No, pretty much. No, it's not. I think we should dive more into this.
Okay, so I believe, so this is my thought, that he wanted to show his power and greatness in Egypt to punish them, yes, and to let them know that, hey, I am God and I am here. Moses is not telling a lie, but he also knew, because he is all knowing, right? So he is all knowing, and he knew that Pharaoh was going to say no. Okay, so he already knew the choice that he was going to make, because we all have what?
Oh, it's free will.
Free will. So we all have free will, but God knows what we're gonna choose. And so he knew that Pharaoh was gonna choose not to let them go. And what he meant by hardening his heart is because if you read into the Bible, even evil has to have permission to come in and bother you, pretty much. In a thought, you can have a thought, like an evil thought, and then you're calling onto that spirit, into the evil, but God allows it to happen in a way of like a thought, right? Because if you are a God's, if you're following God, I think you call upon him. And I think God created everything. And I think at church we learned that the angels, right? Angels are sons of God. And so if they're sons of God, then that means evil is a son of God, because evil was an angel that was fallen. And so I think that's what it means, in my opinion. Like, you allow that evil to come into your heart, and he knew that was one of the choices that he was gonna make. And so and that's what he meant by hardening his heart, because you see it in many examples in the Bible, especially when Job
example.
Yeah, Job. Yeah, he kind of told, yeah, go ahead, right, to the evil.
Test him.
Yeah, test him and stuff. And then what was the other example? Jesus, right?
Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus tells Judas, go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. And so, like, allowing, hey, yeah, you're gonna be doing that. And so because that was a choice that Judas had made, and he knew that Judas had made that choice. And so I think that the hardening of the heart, that's what it means in this. And you can see it throughout scripture, that God is a God that lets you have a choice, because he wanted us to have a choice, and because he wants us to choose him every time. And so I think Pharaoh had a choice, and because he chose wrong, God was able to show his power, but he uses all the bad for the good. And so, there was Egyptians that actually came to Christ, or came to God, not Christ, because Christ hadn't been born. So came to believe in the God of the Jews and the God of Jacob, because of the great power. So he used all that bad situation to bring others to him. So I think that also is the purpose of hardening his heart. So if you guys got any questions, if you do not, if you have another opinion, please let us know, and like our videos so that way many people can hear the word and be encouraged. All right. Thank you so much for listening.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right. Bye.